One man is being victimized by our own government. One man whom they fear, yet who millions love. One man who is willing to take the poison arrows of lawfare. One man whose voice has been taken away by a corrupt judge operating in a corrupt system. One man who has been ridiculed and insulted. One man who refused to back down. One man who refused to back down. One man who refused to back down. One man who stands between us and them. One man that wants to see America protected again. One man who wants to see America prosper again. One man who understands that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. One man who understands and protects the blessing of life. One man who wants to restore American exceptionalism. One man who once again wants to make America that shining city on a hill for all to see. A place where all the people of the world glowingly set their eyes upon. America. One man who unashamedly wants to make America great again. That one man is Donald Trump.
Is Fanfare with Barry Cunningham.
Chest check 1 2 1 2. Everybody, what's going on a very exciting, very crazy, very chaotic Thursday evening here watching this debate? So I have a lot more to show you in this half hour before the debate starts, but I wanted to lay the ground rules out very quickly here. Here's where we stand. In case you don't know, CNN has basically locked down the entirety of the debate from anybody other than them showing it. Nobody else can show the debate, including myself. If you do so, YouTube will shut you down in a heartbeat. In addition to that, you can't even use the audio from the debate. So what I need you to do is find whatever station you can tune into, whether it be CNN, Fox, hopefully not MSNBC, CSNBC, wherever it is, and watch the debate. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be talking about what we see. We're going to be talking about and chatting about everything that we see on the screen. I've got a couple different things I'm going to do with you guys to try and make it as engaging as possible. My chat software isn't working like it's supposed to, so I'm waiting for the support to get back to me. Hopefully they see it before the debate ends so I can get these chats up on the screen. I don't know what happened. I think I changed the name of the debate stream before it went live and it screwed everything up. In any event, I can't put it up right now. If I hit the button, nothing happens. So that's happening. But I've got something else special for you. So what I did today, let me just make sure I put it up on the screen. Make sure everything is working properly with it. I have something that basically is a tweet stream. We're going to be looking at things and seeing how other people are commenting, what other people are saying, what in addition to what you guys are saying, and how they are fact-checking debate in real time. So it's going to look like this. And let me just fix my picture so I'm more in the middle and not just all over the place. But you're going to be able to see things in real time as people are tweeting them. Let me go ahead and move my big mug over a little bit. Let me zoom out. Let me move that over to the this way. Wait a minute. And there we gotta go. Not crop as much. Don't want to crop it down there. Don't want to crop it down here. And we'll just move the whole thing over. And there we go. We're gonna make that look right so you guys can see it. That's my big head. I guess I gotta move over this way. There we go. Okay, so you can see that, and you can see me now as well. Trying to do some different things today to make it more worthwhile, because it is what it is. It's what we got to deal with. But right now, while I do some technical stuff, I put together a video. I put together a video of what went on today. And some craziness actually went on. Some absolute craziness. So I'm going to play this video. We're going to talk about it because, dang, I can't believe what some of these people said. I mean, it's just incredibly stupid. So let's go ahead and look at this. Okay.
If we go behind the podiums, you can see two green lights. When they're on, they signal to the candidate his microphone is on. When the green lights are off, they signal to the candidate his microphone is off. Now I want to give you a sense of what it will look like for viewers at home if a candidate whose microphone is off interrupts a candidate whose microphone is on. So
this is CNN's crazy Orwellian way they're going to stop the talk. So when mostly probably Donald Trump talks, but they're going to be able to control the mics. Whoever's controlling these mics offset is going to be the person that's probably going to be controlling this debate. So I'm going to let you listen to this.
And get one podium, and I'll ask Phil to come in and take the other podium. And so let's say I'm answering a question. My light is green, and I'm speaking. Phil's microphone is off, and his green lights are not illuminated. He's going to interrupt me as I'm speaking, and this is what it will sound like. My volume remains constant, while Phil's interruption can be difficult to understand.
Now, let's try the opposite. My microphone is now on. Victor's microphone is off, and he's going to interrupt me. My volume remains constant, while Victor's interruption can be difficult to understand. Now, CNN's production team has shared this demonstration with the campaigns earlier today, and we're sharing it with you, our viewers, so everyone fully understands how tomorrow night will work. Now, we should note, by agreeing to participate in this debate, both campaigns and candidates have also agreed to abide by these rules. The CNN presidential debate airs live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
At this point in his career, Joe Biden is the most unpopular president in history.
1,000 people. I mean, when's the last time Joe Biden really addressed tens of thousands of people?
Joe Biden cannot speak to a large crowd.
Joe Biden and the Democrats are also incredibly unpopular.
30 minutes before the president of the United States is supposed to be in this room.
Have you seen the size of a Trump rally?
He's returning with the message, focus on the economy and reestablishing law and order.
I don't see how Biden even stands a chance.
Donald Trump is not only a strong candidate for re-election, but the most likely person to win and take back the White House.
Trump leading in 6 battleground states. Trump advantages on all of these traits.
We need to put a handle on things in this country and bring it back to how it should be.
President Biden can't even fill a small room. I don't know how he expects to beat Donald Trump in November.
He had a rally too. 30 people showed up.
Well, I guess I'm debating you, not him, but
President Trump is a political force of nature.
Tonight, we can proudly say the state of our union is strong and getting stronger. There's no accent. It's Bidenomics. That's Bidenomics. That's investing in America. And guess what? It's working.
Inflation rising.
Gas prices are surging.
Our border is in chaos.
We've seen millions of illegal immigrants pour over the border.
Shootings, carjackings, and robberies happening by the day.
We have rescinded so many Trump immigration
These are Trump commercials that he's going to be running after the debate.
policies. It would take so much time to list them.
Inflation's not going away.
People can't afford groceries. Prices have skyrocketed. Shelter up 20%. Energy costs up 30%. Israel has declared it is at war.
Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
Bad for working families, bad for American jobs, bad for the world order and stability.
2024, it's our final battle. We're either going to have a country greater than ever before, or we're not going to have a country at all. And we're ready for it. Are we ready? We're ready.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you. Found another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture.
You must never forget this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. This is your home. This is your heritage. And our American liberty is your God-given right.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gonna be with me for the last time.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. And I not only tried it once, I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Raising the cap, raising the retirement age for people who are now 30 years old, raising the tax on Social Security, cutting benefits. They're all things that have to be discussed, quite frankly.
The American people know we have to fix Social Security. They know we can't grow our way to a solution. They know we're going to have to make some tough decisions.
Would you consider looking at those programs, age of eligibility,
Absolutely.
cost of living, put it all on the table?
The answer is absolutely, you have to.
We are going to change the retirement age for Social Security.
We will always protect Social Security and Medicare for our great seniors. Biden can't do that. As president, I kept that promise, and I will keep it once again. I will not, under any circumstances, allow either of these two precious gems to be even touched under a Trump administration. You will always have your Social Security in full as you have it now, and you will always have your Medicare. Social Security will be strong and powerful. Medicare will be strong. You deserve it. I will always protect Medicare and Social Security for our great seniors.
Joe Biden wants to talk about character. So let's talk about it. What kind of character do you have when your open borders policies lead to tragic, wholly preventable deaths of innocent Americans? What kind of character do you have when you apologize for calling a murderer who shouldn't be in the country illegal, but don't apologize to the family of the woman he murdered? What kind of character do you have when you're willing to turn America's children into prey for violent illegals that you refuse to deport? What kind of character do you have when you see all of these heinous crimes and refuse to stop it? Joe Biden wants to talk about character, so let's keep talking about it.
If you're having trouble sleeping, ask your doctor about Bidenica, the sleep aid made from 100% Joe Biden press conference.
Now, this one is incredible. This is another ad he's putting out there. I had to let you guys see this. This is incredible. Watch this. Watch this.
The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
Bidenica has a patented blend of confusion and forgetfulness that will calm the most overactive brains.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. I mean, you think about it.
When they sold out American jobs and killed the Keystone Pipeline, it kept me up all night worrying about how we pay our bills. But then I got Bidenica, and I've never slept better.
Sometimes when I get hopped up on sugar, my parents give me Bidenica so I pass out. Other times they give it to me during the day, probably so they can do the deed. Gross.
Warning. People who have used Bidenica have experienced rampant lying and an inability to secure the southern border. Others have hallucinated and fought breakfast cereals.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Ask your doctor if Bidenica is right for you.
You love that, don't you? That's incredible. Absolutely
Previously said
incredible.
that you have seen a cognitive decline in President Biden.
Is Caitlin Collins not Joe Biden's most ardent soldier out there? She sits there with that smug attitude, that, that curled up blue steel look, and she's just so fake. and she hates everything Trump. I can't stand her.
Don't you worry that you and fellow Republicans have set the bar pretty low for him?
Look, I just tell the truth, Caitlin. I mean, I have no personal animus against Joe Biden. Of course, I respect the office, but I've just acknowledged what everyone sees. We can't help how we age. Everybody ages differently at a different pace. My father-in-law is the same exact age as President Biden, but he's on his A game. He works 12 hours a day, runs his small business that he's been running for years, and he's vibrant, and he can do almost anything seemingly. And President Biden cannot. I mean, that's what people see. And so it's a dangerous thing. I take no pleasure in saying it because our adversaries see that as well. And, I think it's going to be a very interesting contrast between these two men. And the interesting thing about this race, Caitlin, is that both of these men have been president. So you can ignore the rhetoric, you can ignore the talking points, you can look at the record of these two men, and I think that's a really important one as well.
But do you think some of the rhetoric, Speaker Johnson, I mean, just knowing you and how you conduct yourself, do you think some of the rhetoric is out of line when people from Trump's team are suggesting that Trump himself, that Biden is going to be on cocaine when he's on that debate stage Thursday night?
Come on. How does she not? Well, no, actually, she knows he was joking. She knows that Trump was on stage and he was joking about Joe being on cocaine. These people are idiotic. I can't stand how they talk. It just drives me crazy.
Look, there's a lot of things that are said in jest. Of course, no one expects that Joe Biden would be on cocaine, but they do ask questions, and I think they're objectively. I think it makes sense why people are asking, will he be on some sort of energy drinks or something? Okay, look, his energy levels, you can see, vary depending on what format he's in and what forum, and we expect that he'll do what he did at the State of the Union.
Now, I'm sorry, my throat's a little scratchy. I've been talking a bit too much lately, but she knows that was a joke. She knows that Trump was making a joke. Her job is to go out there and refute everything that people are talking about. So what she's going to do, obviously, is basically refute that Dementia Joe is on anything, which she's going to say nobody has any evidence, but at the same time, she has no evidence that he's not.
A lot of energy that night, so that's the Joe Biden I expect to see. The question is, can he stay for 90 minutes on that stage and go toe-to-toe with President Trump, who, as you know, goes to rallies and talks for 2 hours on end without any break and any notes. So it'll be a very interesting thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, the allegations just about drugs have just been, frankly, ridiculous and obviously are baseless as well.
How does she know? How does she know the way she just summarily just blew everything off? Hey, the stuff about drugs is just baseless. It's ridiculous. Why? If you can see with your own eyes that this guy has gone from basically can't remember a sentence to all of a sudden screaming at people, why is it baseless? When this guy has gone basically from working, supposedly, and needs a week to prepare for a 90-minute debate, I don't think that's baseless.
Oh, but should President Biden shake Donald Trump's hand? Does he deserve that?
Well, that's up to...
Can you believe this? Now I'm going to get into the sublime, the ridiculous. They have to question whether a man can be a man. At this point, boxers who are going to smack each other's faces shake hands, bump gloves, bump fists. And they're wondering if Biden should even shake Trump's hands. That's absurd.
President Biden. And I'm sure there's no love lost there. I wouldn't shake his hand.
I saw and felt zero support among black people for Donald Trump.
He actually went on television and said that. I have seen zero support for Donald Trump. Zero in the black community. None. It doesn't exist. I've said it many times. These people will go on television, look in the camera, and absolutely lie. And the hosts that are talking to them just let them absolutely lie. Hey, James Clyburn, you may not know it, but I'm black. Ooh. Hey, James Clyburn, there's, this guy called Byron Donalds, and they've had rallies where lots of black people show up, but he's never seen any. None. I don't recall any black people supporting Trump.
So I have no idea who is being polled, but I don't believe for one moment that 19% of African American men are going to vote for Donald Trump.
When you think about the Joe Biden you saw in the debate, ask yourself a question. Do you think the guy who was defeated by the stairs, got taken down by his bike, lost a fight with his jacket, and regularly gets lost, makes it 4 more years in the White House? And you know who's waiting behind him, right? Vote Joe Biden today, get Kamala Harris tomorrow. No matter what Joe Biden promised in the debate, ask yourself, are you financially better off since he became president? Are you and your family safer since he became president? Is our country more secure since he became president? After 4 years of failure under Joe Biden, it's time to make America prosperous and strong again. Donald Trump for president again.
A lot of black voters are saying that the economy is the most important thing to them. And they're looking back and saying, like, I paid a lot less, or I had to charge my customers a lot less.
Now, I'm looking at in some of your comments, you're saying you can't hear me. So I'm trying to see if there's something wrong. I mean, the mic seems to be at the same level as always. Check, check, check. Can you guys not hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know. I'm looking in the comments here. Not sure why you can't hear me. Let me go ahead and turn it up again. Anyway, can you hear me? You can't hear. How about now? Check, 1, 2. Can you hear me now? I can hear you. I can hear you. All right. So it must have been on certain people's screens or something. Maybe the overlords here at YouTube are starting up some shit. I don't know. All right. So thank you. Let me continue with this debacle.
Than I do now. And so can Biden provide some sort of explanation for that, and then a vision going forward that would be different from what people felt during Trump?
Oh, absolutely, because the economy that Donald Trump inherited was on the rise by the
sure.
end of his term in office. He'd run it into.
If the economy was on the rise, if the economy was getting better when Dementia Joe took office, then that's another problem. What happened? I mean, by his own words, the economy was getting better. And so, now that people can't afford groceries, gas, rent, mortgage, you tell me what happened, Slick. Not really understanding.
To the ground. Black businesses were shuttered across this country. What Joe Biden has done
pandemic,
is he cut, because of his mismanagement as president of the United States, fundamentally failing to manage a threat to the American people.
Do you agree with him? It's game over if it doesn't go well for Biden tonight?
Well, listen, the president is ready.
He didn't answer this question. Do you think it's game over if Biden doesn't do well tonight, which he will, because everyone's going to declare him the winner, but he's got the big Amos and Andy smile going on right now, and she asked him a question. Do you think it's game over?
He's excited to debate tonight. I think if you want to talk about Donald Trump, he's obviously not going to present the...
No, she didn't want to talk about Donald Trump. She wanted to talk about you. She said to you, do you think it's game over if he doesn't do well tonight? You didn't answer.
Donald Trump, who's been out at his MAGA rallies on the stump. But the problem for Trump is that he's going to have to answer for all the things he has been saying at those MAGA rallies. He's going to have to answer.
Okay, so now you can see where the debate strategy is going here. What they're going to try and do and twist everything and saying he's going to have to answer for what he's been saying on the debate stage. I mean, the rally stage. Well, everything he says on the rally stage, that's what we actually want. That's what most people want. So I don't understand what you're talking about. He's going to have to answer it. Oh, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash are going to make him talk about baby removals and things like that.
Answer for the role that he played in overturning Roe v. Wade. He's out there on the stump saying the extreme state level abortion bans that he's responsible for are working out brilliantly. He's going to have to answer for the threat that he continues to pose to.
Answer to who? Do you think that he has to answer to Jake Tapper and Dana Bash? Do you think that maybe, I don't know, more than half the country understands what he did? So who are you to be calling him out? Who is Jake Tapper and Dana Bash going to do your dirty work out there to make sure he's called out for what he's done? It's ridiculous.
To American democracy.
Everyone wants to know what you are thinking. I mean, these clips of this debate have been being played back and forth ad nauseum
What's it like for you to watch that and to think about this, 4 years later?
Well, it's an interesting thing. In the immediate aftermath of that debate,
I like what he says here. Listen to at the end what he says.
I certainly, like a lot of Americans, was very disappointed with Donald Trump's performance. On the other hand, I actually think it was one of the most consequential presidential debates in history. I actually think Donald Trump lost the presidency in that debate by his performance. He dropped about...
No, not really. I can pinpoint when Donald Trump lost the election. I can tell you specifically when Donald Trump lost the election. It was about 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. on the night of the election. It wasn't because of the debate. These people are completely delusional. You can see, probably many of you went to bed that night. Oh, he's got it. He won. And then, all of a sudden, something happened. Something happened at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning after people were supposed to be cleared out of there. First of all, I don't know why if the polls closed at 8 o'clock, it took to 3 o'clock in the morning for shit to happen. But at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, shit happened. And all of a sudden, he lost the election. And you're not allowed to question it. If you question it, you're a denier. See how that works? But let's listen to what he says at the end here.
4 or 5 points. He never regained it. And, he's the key question for tomorrow night is, has he learned his lesson? I've talked to a lot of people in the top echelons of his staff. They say he finally understands how badly he did in the 2020 debate. And the two words that are coming out you don't usually hear from the Trump camp are nice and respectful. He intends to be both. We'll see whether it happens. But no, I'm telling you, he says the night may devolve the way it will, but he very much intends not to make the same mistake. And as far as Joe Biden is concerned, I think the key question is, are we going to see the Joe Biden of old or the old Joe Biden?
The Joe Biden of old or old Joe Biden? I'm going to raise my hand and say we're going to see old Joe Biden. I think you'll probably agree. I mean, he's not all of a sudden going to turn into a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old. He is the old Joe Biden.
But that's not what...
This witch. If there's any indication, and I'm sorry if there's some trolls in here, if there's any indication that there are people on the left who don't like Donald Trump, have the IQ of a toad, listen to what this witch says and tell me she makes any sense. This is Joy Reid on her network with maybe 20,000 people watching for the week. Harvard grad. Listen to this crap.
We have right now. Instead, we have a normal president and a former president who is poised to be his party's nominee again, who rants and rambles and lies.
She's talking about Trump. Trump is the one who rants and rambles and lies. She obviously hasn't seen a Dementia Joe speech. Rambles? Blah, 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 blah. She doesn't even mention that.
Was a 34-count felon and a coup
34-count felon. Yeah, he's getting old.
Plotter who tried to steal an election and admires dictators, who vows vengeance and brags that he'll be a dictator, and who has zero respect for the debate stage, for democracy, for half the population, meaning women or
yeah, he hates women,
immigrants or black and brown Americans, but lots of seeming respect for Adolf Hitler.
You see the talking points emerging? How much of an idiot would you have to be to continue to believe this stuff, this Adolf association with Trump? How much of a friggin' moron do you have to be to listen to this stuff? When you're better, your better angels should be telling you, hey man, he's not like that. He's not that type of guy. How do I know this? Is because, I don't know, Jennifer Hudson. Find out what he did for her. I don't know, why were Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton hanging out with him back in the day? I don't know, why did Muhammad Ali and Rosa Parks take pictures with him? I don't know. Maybe he just turned into Adolf when he came down the escalator. That's what it was. Oh, damn, I didn't know that escalator was basically a time warp into 1939. Because that's what happened. When he came down that escalator, he was all of a sudden Adolf-like.
And so we are forcing a deeply unserious person into a serious situation.
I think she would know what a deeply unserious person is. She's obviously been one for quite some time. I don't know who would watch this stuff and think that she's serious.
Because this is how we've always done it, right? But guess what? The normal formula doesn't work for someone like Trump. So we don't get debates anymore. We have dumpster fires.
So the drug test, is this like an official thing where Trump sends a letter to the Biden campaign in Wilmington requesting they both pee in cups? Or is he just throwing
I think Joe made a big mistake by not saying that he would take the test. Big mistake.
this out there?
President Trump has repeatedly challenged Joe Biden to a drug test. Our campaign has reiterated that challenge to the Biden campaign. I'll do it on your show right now here tonight. If they want to truly prove that Joe Biden is not going to be doped up like many rightfully questioned he was at the State of the Union address, then why wouldn't they commit to a drug test? And they're getting very upset that we are even suggesting that Joe Biden will be artificially stimulated. If they want to prove us wrong, they should accept President Trump's challenge.
Here you are in a new role. You're taking a stand in a significant way today. You are just endorsing Joe Biden for president. Just for a moment, when you hear Kayla's reporting on him looking straight to the camera, him connecting with people. When you think about where you were, superstar Republican congressman, and now you're here endorsing Joe Biden.
This mother, I can't say the word. This crybaby, this turncoat, this absolute utter scum is on there saying how, Trump's a bad boy. I can't possibly, stand up and vote for Trump.
Okay, that's what's amazing is, 8 years ago, I was called like a rising star in the Republican Party, and I didn't change what I believed. I mean, you grow up.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, absolutely you did. You're on CNN. You've been on MSNBC. You definitely changed what you believed in.
A few views change, you moderate a little bit, but I'm the same person. The party has absolutely left me because it's not swearing allegiance to any kind of principles or policy anymore. It's all about swearing allegiance to one man.
Now, every one of you that's a Trump supporter, yes, you like Trump. I like Trump. But if his policies weren't what we wanted, we would not be supporting him. That's why guys like Kinzinger here can go on television and again just blather, just talk so much crap and so many lies and just never get challenged on it and go, well, I think he's got a policy on immigration. I think he's got a policy on, having servers, people who get taxed for income not being taxed. I'm pretty sure it's a policy. I'm pretty sure he had a policy that he felt strongly about in terms of baby removal. You could just go on and on and on. What do you mean there's no policy, that we're just swearing allegiance? Just swearing allegiance to the Adolf like Trump. You're so full of crap you can't even think straight.
Who did his best to overthrow a legitimate election, convinced a third of the American people that the election was stolen, and my 2.5-year-old son deserves to be raised in a country with a strong...
You don't deserve to have a 2.5-year-old son. I bet you by the time he's 5, he's going to want to transition.
...of a democracy as I've been raised in, so it was a no-brainer for me.
And I just want to...
Before heading into...
And I just want to let you guys know, I am keeping a good eye on the stage here. I've got Fox News Live just in case, whenever something happens. When they go to it, we're going to change. We're going to get into a different mode, and we're going to be talking about the actual debate here. So here's another guy from the Biden camp. Oh, wait a second. They are getting ready to go live. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We'll come back to that. All right, so... this is where it becomes like narration. And I'm still waiting for the email to see if I can fix my chat thing because I really want to talk to some of you guys directly. I'm so ticked off that that's not working. Let me see if I've gotten anything from them. Not as of yet. So they're getting ready to cut to the stage. It is 9 o'clock straight up here. And so what's going to happen, I've got my little earpiece in. I'm going to be hearing the questions, and then we're going to check out what people say and fact check, and we're going to comment on everything here. So thank you guys for tuning in. We've got almost 24,000 people watching right now. Thank you very much. Mods, get ready, mods, because I'm sure there's going to be some trolls here. And here we go. We're going to the debate. So let me get my other screen up so I can basically do this. Hold on. So you can see some of the stuff that comes in. Let me just click here. All right, they're introducing Dana Bash and her other, what's his name? Jake Tapper, idiot. They're talking about the rules of the debate right now, so we know what the heck these people are going to do and how they're going to try and screw Trump. Let me just get this set really well here. Okay. All right, so we got this all set. We should be able to see right now what we're doing, and you guys can see the comments that come in live. Let me see what's going on here. Let me just see. All right, it's go time, as everybody is saying. Wow, this is going to be very weird, not being able to have people talk. So let me go ahead and cut here, so you guys can see it right now in terms of the different comments that are coming in. So there's going to be some of these people who are fact checking on the go. You're going to be able to see this stuff. I can just move back and forth. I can show you guys what's going on. Let's get into this. All right, so let me make sure I can see this. All right. All right, so right now on stage, Donald Trump just walked out, and Biden is standing there waiting for him. Here we go. And there was no shaking of the hands. Biden sat there and stared him down like we're looking at two boxers here. Here we go. First question is going to be about the economy. All right, so they're talking about groceries. First question is, home prices have gone up, groceries have gone up. What do you say to sit? Okay. Oh, he can't talk. Oh. He's not going to make 90 minutes. No way. I thought my throat sounded bad. Bleach. Hoax number one. Hoax number one. Wow. He can't talk. Whatever they tried isn't working, people. As you can see on the screen, people are like, what's going on? He didn't answer the question. If you guys realize that at this point, he has not answered the question. What are you going to do and tell people how this stuff is going to get fixed? But now he's saying, if you guys are listening along, he has said that he's going to reduce the price of housing, but you haven't done it. Look at these comments. Wow. Look at these comments. They had a whole week to get him arrested, Breitbart News said, and this is what you get. Very calm. Mm-hmm. Very nice. It's over. Trump won. Question number 1 goes to Trump. He won that one. Biden doesn't sound well, guys. All right, where are the fact checkers on this? If you guys are seeing this, it's bad. And I'm not just saying that. Woo! Biden just said he's the only president that hasn't had any troops die anywhere in the world. Does he not remember what happened in Afghanistan? Yeah. It almost looks like Biden is listening to something. He's not facing Trump. He's looking down. Look at him. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you're listening and they're asking him a tax question right now, how can you afford to give tax cuts if we're in the deficit position? It's obvious because business. Yeah. Trump is talking about how he brought in more revenue by having less tax because businesses were thriving. Makes complete sense. Drilling. Biden looks like he's ready to fall asleep. Wow. You see how Biden looked at Trump there? It looks like he wants to run across the aisle and punch him in the head. Yeah. If Trump stays calm like this throughout the debate, he's going to wax the floor with this guy. There's only going to be a certain time before Biden erupts. I'm loving these comments. People are seeing it right. He looks like he might die on stage tonight. Yep. Trump is saying that we're like a third world country. He's saying that the rest of the world is laughing at the United States. And I don't see how Biden can respond to that. There it is. Trump is asking him right now on stage, why did you let millions of people in the country? And Jake Tapper cut it off and redirected. Mm-mm. There's this first one. Take your drink. We have 1,000 trillionaires in the country. Oh my God, 1,000 trillionaires. Oh, you messed up again. No way he makes it through 90 minutes the way things are. I mean, he'll make it through 90 minutes, but it's just going to get worse and worse. Yes, people like David, they're all saying it. We're all trillionaires now. Blah, 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 blah. Spit it out. He's glitching. Trump just needs to stay calm. He could. He froze up. Oh my God, he froze up. He froze up and glitched like 3 times in his last answer. This is bad. As you can see in the comments, people are saying he just froze up. Throw the damn towel. It's over. Throw the towel. Oh my goodness. Correct. Yeah, I did that. I told you they would get to baby removal as a big topic right off the bat. Does Biden look like he's falling asleep? What's he doing? Hmm. You look at these comments. Good answer. Trump's giving an answer about this baby removal stuff. He's talking about believing in the exceptions for baby removal, rape, incest. Excuse me. Laura Ingram is right here. This is the best debate that Trump has done so far. He's staying on point, not taking any shots. He doesn't have to. His opponent is wounded. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, I thought my voice sucked tonight. Wow. Wow, he messed that up. So Biden's talking about women being raped. He brought up the woman that got killed by the illegal. Bingo, you open the door. Trump's hitting him. He opened the door. Biden really screwed that up. He shouldn't have brought up the murder and rape of by the illegal. Mm-hmm. They took Biden off screen. Did you notice that? They're moving the angle. So Dana Bash is asking him, are there any limits? Glitch. Wow. Yeah, he wouldn't answer it. Yep. Good going. Trump is now hitting him on that. They asked what was the limitations in terms of the time. Wow. Oh, Joe's getting pissed. I guess they didn't prep Joe on this answer. So Joe is bitching because Donald Trump put conservative judges. You put a judge on the Supreme Court who can't even define what a woman is. Trump was going to rebut it, but they just wanted to move on. They realized that Biden screwed that up. So now they're going to talk about immigration. Whoa, Trump War Room just got suspended. Wow. Did you hear that? Biden says the Border Patrol endorsed him. Did you know that? So now he said that Trump separated babies, but they're not talking about the fact that 80-something thousand kids can't be found. Nearly 100,000 kids have disappeared under Biden's plan. That's just crazy. Crush him, Trump. Oh my God. Oh, he just hit him just so subtly. I don't know what he just said. Throw the towel. Throw the towel. We are 22 minutes in, and Biden can't do anything. There's no way that Biden can fight Trump on immigration. Can't happen. We all see it. He called him Brandon. Oh, my wife is screaming in there. He just called him Brandon. He called him Brandon. Oh, there's plenty of data. Oh, so now he's calling Trump a liar. Whew, wow. Unbelievable. So now they're asking Trump about his deportation idea. Biden is going to drop 5 or 6 points on this. This is horrible. Yeah. Trump is killing him on immigration. If you guys are hearing this. Way to go. Trump is talking about the murders that the migrants are doing. I don't think Biden can have an answer to this. Hope you guys are seeing some of these comments. They're unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. Luxury hotels Trump's talking about. Our veterans are in the street. Dave Rubin, look at it. This is prime Trump. It is. Crazy. Absolutely crazy what's going on here. Every single thing he said is a lie. No, it's not. My son. Here he goes with Bo. What is he talking about? Oh, hoax number 3. Wow. So as you're watching this, you got to be understanding that Trump is wiping the floor with him. Biden keeps bringing up hoaxes. He's probably going to bring up Charlottesville. He's the fine people thing. Oh. So Trump just nailed him with the 51 CIA agents that. Okay, so Biden just is getting pissed off. Oh man, this is bad. This is really bad. He's making shit up on the fly. I think Dana Bash and Jake Tapper realize it at this point. Ugh. Wow. Wow. Man, this is getting really bad. I love that Trump redirected there. Redirected. So Trump is hitting him because obviously there were no wars during Trump's presidency, and now he's letting him know Putin would have went into Ukraine if Trump was president. He's hitting him hard on Afghanistan, and he's making this general look like a fool. Live shot of Biden. I think that comment by Bill Ackman is so correct. This is embarrassing for the country. This guy is a president? I see a lot of people are concerned that, we can't show the debate. Can't do it. I can only comment on what I'm hearing. I hope you guys are sticking with it. Malarkey. Wow. But you left all the weaponry there. Wow. Whatever prep they did with Biden, he's not remembering the order and what his trigger should have been. So Dana Bash just had to redirect because she felt that Trump didn't answer the question, when obviously Joe doesn't even know what the question was. I don't know how MSNBC and CNN are going to be able to spin this. This is a disaster. Disaster for Joe. And we're only 30 minutes in, so we have 3 times as much time left. Excuse me. Is he making any sense? So now she's going into Hamas and Israel. So I'm seeing that Tim Pool is actually broadcasting the debate. So are they not taking people down? Because I might have to jump into this. So Joe right now is talking about what's he going to do in Hamas and Israel. I can't take this guy just mumbling, man. I can't believe people are actually thinking this guy's okay to be president. No way. I mean, that was actually a good answer he's given right now, but it doesn't make any sense in terms of, hold on, Trump's going to hit him back. People are saying, can we get a refund? Because this is just ridiculous. Anybody know what a ballistic missile is? So Biden's talking about NATO at this point. You guys got to see this on the screen right now. The Border Patrol Union. To be clear, we never have and never will endorse Biden. That's how bad he lied. They would never endorse Joe Biden. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. There's no way. There's no way this guy can be president. And I mean now. He's not president right now. So they just asked Trump if he would support an independent Palestinian state. So Trump is talking about money being given to these other countries. Trump War Room is back live. So now they're going to talk about democracy. So here they are. Here comes the January 6th BS. January 6th. Wow. Go ahead. He's going to bring up Pelosi right here. I like the fact that Trump really hasn't been showing any anger. He's he's beating him in terms of decorum. So Jake Tapper is trying to trap him here. Bingo. Now he's bringing up Pelosi. I knew he'd bring up Pelosi. Why is Biden playing with his ear like there's a headset in there? Did you guys catch that? Did you see him playing with his ear just now? That's interesting. Excuse me. So he's talking about the National Guard being declined. It's on tape. Nancy Pelosi says that. Why would they be patriots? Okay. Not a single court just said what Joe Biden said. Not one court said Trump did it. Oh, the bloodbath hoax. So he's such an angry man. The part of programming that they gave him is he remembers the insults. He remembers all the insults. Looks like a lot of people are getting shut down. So glad I didn't do it. I mean, it's very tough. I wouldn't want to take a shot there. I can't believe Joe remembered the hoaxes. He's mentioned so far. Let's see what he's mentioned. He's mentioned. Look at him. He's shaking his hand. Shaking his head. He's probably writing down another hoax. So he's mentioned right now January 6th. And he's also mentioned back about the suckers and losers. Wow. Oh, now here's the convicted felon part. So Biden just got caught in a lie. How many people are in jail just for being there, for being present? Mm-hmm. Oh, now we're talking about the felonies. All right, so now Jake Tapper is trying to say, are you going to go after people? Big answer coming here. My retribution would be success. That would be his revenge. Ooh, Joe didn't like that. So Trump's hit him back. Okay, Biden's pissed off. Okay, here he comes. He didn't say that. He didn't say it. They're trying to hit him. Oh. Okay. So Biden is using all of his bullets trying to hit Trump, and they're not working. It's just not working. He has never been accused of molesting a woman in public. He just made that up as well. This isn't going well for you. If you just look at Joe's face, can you actually believe that this guy it has all his faculties? Look at him. Here comes Jake Tapper on democracy again. So Biden just said that Americans are voting against American democracy. He's back to the retribution thing again. Charlottesville. Okay, so he's hit another hoax. Charlottesville, bloodbath, suckers and losers. He doesn't realize that Snopes just said it didn't happen. Here he's going to say it. Fine people, there it is, hoax after hoax. What is wrong with these guys? He's got nothing. He's done. That's not what Trump said. He's horrible. He's done. Snopes tried to warn the Biden campaign. Yep, wiped out. Whoa, he doesn't even look like he knows that it was. He looked like he didn't know that Snopes had already debunked it. Yep. Look, he doesn't realize it. He's stuck right now. Look at his face. He thinks that Charlottesville's story is absolutely correct. He doesn't even know or doesn't remember that it's been debunked. He doesn't understand. It's over. Over. Nope. It's not been. Biden just said it's not been debunked. He didn't know. He is so done right now. It's over. His numbers are going to tank. He doesn't even understand. He's talking a lie. Oh, man. Big time. What a meltdown. $40 cabinet officers? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If you look on the screen, people are posting the whole thing about that being a lie. And let me go to a commercial right now, too, as they go to a commercial.
If you watch my videos, you know that I've often referred to my dad came from Jamaica. He was an immigrant. He came the right way. And then he worked and busted his hump here in America to build a business. What you may not know is that he was so proud of America, He joined the Army. He even talked my brother into going to West Point. I didn't go that route myself. Didn't want to join the Army. But I always listened to him. One of the things he used to say is that America did so much for him that he wanted to protect it and protect the American way of life. And of course, he wanted to protect what he built. He worried specifically about times like we're living in today. So one of the lessons he told me was to protect yourself, son, and buy some gold. But I was too strong-headed, wanted to do my own thing, and I didn't listen. But as I grew older, I realized everything he said was right. So I bought gold to make sure my family was protected. Right now, I think all of us can see that America is in trouble. I'm sure, like me, you hope that Trump gets elected in November. However, you have to make sure you protect yourself now, just in case he doesn't. You definitely don't want to get caught flat-footed. Lear Capital can help you prepare for the uncertainty of tomorrow and the potential turmoil in America if Trump doesn't win. Lear Capital has had over $3 billion in trusted transactions. They have thousands of 5-star reviews and a 24-hour risk-free purchase guarantee. Lear Capital is the precious metal leader that you can trust. If you want to get protected and hedge what's going to be going on politically, give Lear Capital a call at 800-601-5430 or visit learberry.com. And by calling today, you may be eligible to pick up $15,000 in free bonus precious metals with a qualified purchase. Give Lear a call at 800-601-5430 or go to learberry.com.
All right, guys, so I got something else I have to let you know. I told you guys every half hour I was going to be giving away $100. We're into the second half hour here. So what I need you to do, if you'd like to win $100 at random, let me just find my button here. Where is it? Where's that button? So you can go ahead and give me a text. Where the heck is my button? Where is it? Oh, okay, here we go. Go ahead and text me at 561-200-1515. 561-200-1515. I will not be selling the data. Your phone number is not going to end up on some Nigerian prince's website. What I'm just going to be doing is basically picking a random winner for the 9 o'clock hour. And then we're going to pick another winner for, excuse me, for the 9:30 hour. So 2 people are going to win $100 each, and I will be revealing who that is tomorrow during the rally in Virginia. So don't forget, big rally tomorrow in Virginia. Let's see what time that comes up. Tomorrow at 2:30, we'll be going live with that rally. So I want you guys to go ahead and tune in, and I'm going to announce all the winners from tonight during that rally. I will have picked them. So go ahead and basically go 561-200-1515. Let me know you want to win $100. All right, so we're going to go back and comment on this debate thing that's going on. Let's see what's going on. Oh, he's going to be talking about the blacks now. This should be fun. This should be a lot of fun. That's not what she asked him. She asked him, what are you going to tell black people that are saying you're not giving enough progress? So, no answer. Segregation? What corporations are colluding to keep black people out of houses? That's ridiculous. He's glitching. Glitching. What has he done for the people who work that are black? Not just the welfare kids. What have you done for black people that are working? Why didn't you do it in the 3 years you've been president? She's having to repeat the question. He just said inflation is hurting them badly. That won't play well. He admitted that his inflation is basically hurting the black community. It's hurting everybody. Wow. Spit it out, Joe. What about the Supreme Court who said you couldn't do it? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Good answer. Good rebuttal. Let's see if they've prepped Joe on the inflation. Remember, he's been saying that he got a bad economy took over, and we found out that was a lie. Let's see if they prepped Joe to be able to come back. Mm-hmm. Wow. So that thousands of millions. Joe Biden just said he's provided thousands of millions of jobs. If you he actually said that. I'm sure you're going to see those in the stream in a second. Thousands of millions of jobs. The idea. When did Trump say he wants to cut cops? Wow. Oh, they just went away from it. Oh, now we're going to talk about climate change. Might be a time to go get a beer at this point. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this climate change BS. I hope Trump just punts. Like, whatever. Good job. Go back. Bingo. Oh, he doesn't remember he did that? Look at his face. Joe's looking rough, man. He's looking rough. If anybody in the news says that Biden is winning this, they're lying. Yeah, I can speak to that. Horrible job for black people. I like that he just completely ignored the climate change question. No, just say no. Clean water. Mention East Palestine. Talk about East Palestine here. Mm-hmm. Man, this guy sounds rough. Wait till he says something about, black people can't use computers. Only existential threat to mankind is climate change. Joe stepped into that that Paris Accord. He stepped into that. No wonder he got spanked. I love the way he's used the time to ignore the climate change BS. That's probably going to drive Dana Bash and Jake Tapper crazy because he's like, it's not an issue. Nobody cares. It's a far left dream. Wow. Spit it out. What's he talking about? By 2035, we will cut pollution in half. How can you make that statement, Joe? Ugh. Every company, you should know not to use superlatives. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is going to be about Social Security, and if you can hear it, he just has to give me fair share crap. Wow. What the hell is he talking about? Oh my goodness. All right, hit him, Trump. What are you going to do? Joe is flailing, man. He's just making shit up. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. What the hell does this have to do with Social Security? What does a Pell Grant have to do with Social Security? Wow. Wow. Whew. I think Trump's going to nail him on this one. Ah! Yes. He's destroying it. Absolutely. If you guys are looking at the comment stream, people are saying it's over. Absolutely over. Democrats are saying it's nuts. Yeah, he did. Yes. Oh, wait. Is he going to say we have a successful economy because we got millions and millions of immigrants? He's not good. He's not good at counterpunching because he leaves himself wide open. Trump is going to say those 15 economists are all Biden donors, every single one of them. And he said, illegal aliens. I'm not saying it, you guys. Biden said it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He's messing with his ear again. Pull out, yes. Ooh. He's nailing him. He's nailing him. How about the guys that were bumping fuzzies in the Senate room? He is. He's nailing him on the border. Oh man, he's nailing him. So how is Biden going to respond to that? No, we're not. He's not even going to respond about the illegals. The people are the ones that care, not these people you collect and make statements in the news. Notice he didn't respond. People can see it. He didn't respond to the immigrants. He's not responding to the border whatsoever. Completely avoiding the border. Wow. So now, as you see in some of the comments here, the Biden campaign, all of a sudden at 10:14 p.m. is saying Biden's had a cold the last couple of days. Now they're just saying it. They didn't say it leading up to the event, but now they're saying he's sick. He's not doing well. Wow. This guy's not going to be the nominee. Nope, they got to pull him. Why would Trump increase taxes on middle-class people? No way. Oh man, he just made that number up. Like Jack, look at Jack's comment on the screen. Throw the damn towel. Throw the towel, man. Wow. Look at it. Look at the comment. The Nigerian princes with the casket. Who's running the country? Who's running the country? Gonna talk about fentanyl? But this is another immigration question. Why is there more opioids? Because of fentanyl. You know, they said that one of the things that Biden should have done was learn how to smile. He just has this dumb look on his face. Just. Look at Black Twitter. Wow. Mm-hmm. The immigration. Yep, here we go. This was such a bad performance thus far. I'm going to ask you guys a question after we get off the debate here, but was this on purpose to sacrifice Joe Biden? This is crazy. Wow, Steve Schmidt says he's got to go. Steve Schmidt, who hates Trump, says Biden's got to go. He's done. He's done. He's done. Completely done. If you guys are seeing some of this stuff in the stream, the Democrats are freaking right now. I bet you Biden loses 5 points, 5 to 6 points because of this debate. It's over. Look at now they're starting to make excuses for Biden. Looking at the comments here. Oh, he's got a cold. Sources close to the president say he's got a cold. You didn't know that at 8:30, at 7:30. Now you're saying it? BS. Complete BS. Look what I've done. Joe Biden just said, look what I've done. And that'll show you how good I can do for the next 4 years. Millions and billions. Man. Wow. You guys are seeing what's on the screen here. Ellen Parkin says CNN debate is a Trump campaign rally sponsored by CNN. What the? They're losing it. They're absolutely losing it. The View co-host, Biden needs to be replaced. They're throw the towel. He's done. He didn't answer the question. You're an old dude. What are you going to do about it? Oh gosh. Oh, he's got to say about he couldn't stand trial. What is Biden doing right now with the big gaping maw? I'll give him credit. He's gone, let's see, an hour and a half thus far right now. Definitely you gotta give him credit. He's gone an hour and a half. 23rd pounds? It'd be very easy. Go golf. Oh, Trump got him. Trump got him off his game. Wow. Wow. What do you mean regardless? Yeah. Yeah, all political violence. Mm-hmm. I can't believe this. It's a good thing there was no crowd at the debate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How are they going to get Joe out at this point? We know it's coming. How are these guys going to push him out? And how are they going to jump over Kamala Harris? That's crazy. Look at his eyes. Idea. Wow. Wow. This is bad. Thanks for the super chat. Dana Bash with a trap question there. I'm glad he's not answering that, because no, not going to just accept something without making sure it's valid. Look at the cover of Drudge. Look at the cover of Drudge. Look at this. Operation Replace Biden. Dems scramble with 130 days to go. Debate catastrophe. That's on the cover of Drudge Report. No, you're not going to tell me yes or no. If it's fair and legal. Yep. Love the answer. If it's fair and legal. Yeah. I'm surprised that Trump hasn't brought up the submarines and missile testing in Cuba right next to us. Don't take the bait, Trump. None? Don't take the bait, Trump. Don't take the bait. I'm glad he didn't take the bait there, because right now you got it. One, just coast home, just coast basically to the winner's circle. This thing is a fight. It's dead. Now a word from my sponsor.
If you watch my videos, you know that I've often referred to my dad came from Jamaica. He was an immigrant. He came the right way. And then he worked and busted his hump here in America to build a business. What you may not know is that he was so proud of America, he joined the Army. He even talked my brother into going to West Point. I didn't go that route myself. Didn't want to join the Army. But I always listened to him. One of the things he used to say is that America did so much for him that he wanted to protect it and protect the American way of life. And of course, he wanted to protect what he built. He worried specifically about times like we're living in today. So one of the lessons he told me was to protect yourself, son, and buy some gold. But I was too strong-headed, wanted to do my own thing, and I didn't listen. But as I grew older, I realized everything he said was right. So I bought gold to make sure my family was protected. Right now, I think all of us can see that America is in trouble. I'm sure, like me, you hope that Trump gets elected in November. However, you have to make sure you protect yourself now, just in case he doesn't. You definitely don't want to get caught flat-footed. Lear Capital can help you prepare for the uncertainty of tomorrow and the potential turmoil in America if Trump doesn't win. Lear Capital has had over $3 billion in trusted transactions. They have thousands of 5-star reviews and a 24-hour risk-free purchase guarantee. Lear Capital is the precious metal leader that you can trust. If you want to get protected and hedge what's going to be going on politically, give Lear Capital a call at 800-601-5430 or visit learberry.com. And by calling today, you may be eligible to pick up $15,000 in free bonus precious metals with a qualified purchase. Give Lear a call at 800-601-5430 or go to learberry.com.
All right, guys, so this thing has gone past the 10 o'clock hour, and now we've gone past the 10:30 hour. So if you want to win $100 just for being here tonight, go ahead and text me to that number right there. 561-200-1515. 200-1515. Gonna pick four people. Four people are gonna win a $100 Visa gift card. $100 Visa gift card just for tuning in. Not have to do anything. Just make sure you basically text me to that number. Say, I'm in, I want to win. Just yesterday, I had dinner with the people who won the trip down here to Fort Lauderdale. We're going to give out another trip tomorrow. I'll have the comment section ready to go, so we're back to our normal format with the rally. Don't have to worry about CNN hitting us with copyright strikes, so make sure you're here tomorrow at 2:30 for the Virginia rally. 2:30 tomorrow, Friday, June 28th. But right now, go ahead and text 561-200-1515 to basically win $100. Gonna announce 4 winners tomorrow. 4 winners. All right, so I don't know how much longer they're gonna go on with this farce, this charade, they're calling it a debate. It's just been a comedy of errors. But this is it. I guess this is it. So Biden's got to go first, which, man. Oh, bad. No, I think you take too much damn money. I think you take too much damn money from Americans. No, it's not fair. You liar. How did he increase inflation when it was lower than your inflation right now? Wow. Spit it out. Ugh. Wow. You almost feel bad for this guy at this point. Ugh. Wow. This is painful. He's not talking about anything that people care about. What are you going to do about inflation? What are you going to do about the border? What are you going to do about pricing? Trump's going to bring it home and kill it. Bring it. Yeah. Do it. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's bringing it. Mm-hmm. Just the way he's speaking right now just blows Biden out of the water. And just imagine, it took Biden a week to prepare in this manner. This is the Biden after a week of preparation. Mm-hmm. Bingo. Oh, you got it. Okay, guys. All right, so it's gonna go back to full camera here. So this was arguably one of the worst. Let me just. Why am I not? Why is it? There we go. Okay, this was obviously one of the worst debates for any Democrat I've ever seen. It was just incredible. Just go ahead and throw the towel. It's over, completely over. I mean, there's nothing we can say about it. So a couple things. I want to apologize because I had to scramble when I heard about the CNN thing. So the comment section wasn't working tonight. I completely apologize. Anybody who put up a super chat, I will go back and find that. And thank you very much for that. My throat's going. All kinds of crazy things today. I'll have it fixed. Business as usual tomorrow with the rally. I'd like to ask you guys a few questions. And actually, it's the same question. What do you think is going to happen at this point on the Democrats? Are they going to be able to keep Joe Biden as president? Are they going to be able to keep not president, as their presidential candidate? I don't possibly see how they can at this point. I just don't. I don't understand. They got 130 days left to the election. They've got to get to their convention. I just don't see how they're going to keep this guy. This was the best he could do after 7 days of prep. 7 days. Sequestered, secluded in the mountains of Camp David. 16 advisors. A stage. A mock stage. In an airplane hangar. All the technology he could possibly have available to him. And this is what he came out with? This was the performance that was he was able to put out there after all this stuff. And I kept looking at his face when Trump hit him about the very fine people thing in Charlottesville. It's like he didn't know that it had been debunked prior to the debate. He had this look about him like, what do you mean it's been debunked? And then after Trump said it, he came back and said it wasn't debunked. Who's running the country? This guy doesn't seem to know anything. All he did is talk hoax after hoax, bloodbath. That's been debunked. Does he not know that? Or is he only comfortable trying to insult Trump? And because he's only comfortable trying to insult Trump, that's what he actually remembers. He remembers the stuff that basically he thinks can denigrate Trump. Here's what happened. The top items going into this debate, the top items were, and you all know them, immigration, inflation, the border is the same thing. Way down here is climate change. Way down here is baby removal, which I can't say the word. The things that Americans are voting in this election, prices at the pump, grocery prices, nothing changed. Mortgage rates, rent, none of that. In an hour-and-a-half debate, he didn't mention any of it. He didn't take a swing at any of the pitches that Americans care about most. I've told you all week long. I had one person get pissed off because I repeated myself. I repeated myself because I wanted people to know. I told you the worst thing for Dementia Joe was going to be Friday morning, tomorrow. The worst thing, even more so now, is tomorrow. And what did I say about tomorrow? I said tomorrow, people have to go to the gas pump. They have to go to work. Many people may get a paycheck. They're going to see the taxes already being taken out of their paycheck. Biden already said he wants to raise taxes. We need to take more. You got to pay your fair share like you haven't paid enough. Like I've also told you many times, not a single Democrat can ever define fair share. Think I'm wrong? Ask one. Anyone who says fair share to you is a liar because they can't define it, because it means I'm coming back for more every single time I need to spend something. If I need to spend more, then you need to pay up more. But I like to keep it from me and my family and do what I want to do. No, you got to keep paying more. Thank you, Summer, for that super chat. And thank you, Shari, for that super chat. Thank you very much. That's what they keep coming back for. And I said it to the point where I reiterated myself to a couple of people got pissed off and like, Barry, you keep repeating yourself, because I knew this was going to happen. I'm not a soothsayer. I didn't have a crystal ball, but I knew he wouldn't talk about what matters to people. Tomorrow, you're going to go to work. Tomorrow, you're going to buy gas. Tomorrow or Saturday, you're going to go to the grocery store. In 3 days, it's going to be July 1st. Many people are going to be cutting rent checks. Many people are going to be cutting mortgage checks. Everything he said today was his chance at the end of this month to say it's going to be better. This isn't how it's going to be. And what did he defer to? Crap. He deferred to the big A and doing stuff with removing babies, which that ain't going to cut it. He referred to climate change. That ain't gonna cut it. People want to know, how can you make my life better and the lives of my family and my children? And nothing he talked about. I don't think he mentioned anything about the immigrants, except he did say the word illegal alien, which I'm sure somebody's gonna clip, because the president of the United States, who's supposedly so far lefty, used a term that we're not even allowed to say. I can say it now because I'm quoting him. In case you guys are listening up there, the president of the United States, the lefty loon, said illegal aliens. Remember on MSNBC this past week, and thank you, Robert, on MSNBC this past week, they were talking about the woman who'd been raped and murdered, and the guy said illegal alien, and she stopped the interview. We don't use that word around here. Well, the president just did. The president of the United States just used that term. But other than that, he didn't talk about, and Trump threw it out there, 18 million, 12 million, however many million coming in. Fentanyl, millions of people come across the border. Never mentioned it. Democracy. It's a concept that these people have. This January 6th, didn't land a blow. Didn't land a blow. Oh, you slept with a porn star. Trump said, I didn't. Okay. Thank you, Sharon. Trump said that he didn't sleep with a porn star. What do you got now? What else you got, Joe? Come on, come at me, bro. What you got? And Trump's demeanor was perfect. He didn't really hit at him. He didn't really use a lot of what he did last time in trying to overtalk. He was very calm. He looked presidential. Biden looked lost. If you think I'm wrong, say it. Say Biden looked great. Thank you, Morgan. Because I can see the comments on YouTube. My comment thing was broken here. I think you guys can all see it at this point. This guy is done. Now here's what I'm going to talk about right now for the next couple of minutes. Everyone's talking about how do you get rid of Biden now. Now the Democrats are going to say, "Oof, hey man, we need to replace him." You got a problem. You got a real big problem. Here's what that big problem is. You ready for this? You got a black woman as vice president. There is no friggin' way you are going to be able to leapfrog Kamala Harris with some other person and expect black women and more of the black vote to stay in your party. Ain't gonna happen. You're in a quandary right now. You went and picked the DEI hire for vice president. You're stuck with her. She's your next candidate. That's it. That's your only hope, is to put Kamala Harris up as president if Joe somehow decides he's not going to run, or you guys, tap him on the shoulder and give him a shiv or something. You're stuck with Kamala, and then it's a landslide of epic proportions. But, wow, thank you very much, Bookworm. Thank you very much. Now, if you try and basically jump over Kamala and say, we're going to tap the arm, bring in Hillary, we're going to bring in Newsom, and Kamala and Joe, you both got to take off. Thank you, Linda. You guys both got to leave. I don't think they understand what's going to happen. If you go ahead and take the only black woman to ever be vice president and tell her she doesn't get a swing at bat, sorry, we're replacing both of you, all hell is going to break loose. I mean, all hell will break loose on the Democratic Party. Especially if they try to jump over her with a white person. Now, some people say they can get Michelle to come in and maybe they could quell people down, but Michelle's not. Here's another problem, number two. Not Michelle, nobody is going to step into this stench. I mean, if I'm Gavin Newsom and I've got designs on running for president in a couple of years, I don't want to walk into this. I don't want sloppy seconds from Joe Biden. No, man. Y'all go ahead and deal with that. I'll be over here in 2028. I'm not stepping into this shit. No, you're done. Good luck with that. Thank you, Beverly Litton, very much for that $19 super chat. I can see him now. So the Democrats right now are in a really, really bad situation. I don't think that they understand, well, maybe they do, but how bad things will be if they try to take out Kamala Harris. If Trump is already hitting 19, 21, 23% of the black vote, if he's already pinging there, and you take out the only black vice president woman and say she's got to go with Joe and put them both in mothballs, it's over. There's nothing else you can do. You're going to lose. I'm not saying they'll all shift and vote for Trump, but they're like, screw it. We're not supporting you. You just gave Kamala the stiffy. You just told Kamala she ain't good enough. We ain't voting for that. It's over. And as I've said many, many times, it's over already. We're talking epic landslide as it is. I don't care what the polls say. And I'm going to, just tell you this one thing. You guys probably can realize it. Joe Biden, Dementia Joe won the last election by 4 or 5 points. I've said this many times, 4 or 5 points. In order for him to win at 4 or 5 points, he had to get nearly 90% of the black vote, and I forget a huge number of Hispanics. A simple math equation. You don't have to be an algebraic, genius. Thank you, Big Show. You don't have to be a mathematical or trigonometry specialist. Thank you, Severo. You can just say if he only won by 4 or 5 points, and he had 90-something or 88% of the black vote, but now he's lost 25%, it's over. It's completely over. The math just doesn't work. Not even including the Hispanics. So their only option at this point is to keep the orcs coming across the border. And the more of these orcs that they can try and find a way to get them to vote. But that's going to be very hard. And the reason that's going to be very hard is all the shenanigans that happened last time that we're not supposed to talk about. Thank you, John. All those shenanigans that happened. The people where it happened, in the hood, inside of Philadelphia, inside Atlanta and Fulton County, inside Milwaukee, there are going to be a lot more black and Hispanic eyes keeping an eye on this. See, everybody just went along with it in 2020. There was nobody watching the ballot boxes outside. You can do what you want. There was nobody behind the curtain when they decided they were going to do all this stuff. Now, you've got a legion of black people who are going to be watching. Go, don't do that. I'm gonna tell these people what you're doing. Thank you, Eric. I'm gonna let people know the shit you're doing back here. So just hold on. Before I do that, let me just take a picture so I can give this to everybody. I'll call the newspaper. I'll call the police. I'll do whatever I can because you ain't making this happen again because I'm voting for Donald Trump now. That wasn't there in 2020. 88, 90% he took of the black vote. The black vote is abandoning Joe Biden in epic proportions at this point. Thank you, Donna. And so what's going to happen at this point, I don't know how many black people watch this, so I'm not sure how much it's going to affect black people tonight or Hispanics. Not sure if they're tuning into this, but I bet you a bunch of independents watched. And a bunch of independents just went, oh no, what, oh God, we can't have this guy. They may just go to RFK Jr. A bunch of independents may go there. But I just don't see any way that he could